Coach, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Lone Star State in the very mammoth AT&T Stadium in Arlington, Texas. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Los Angeles Rams and the Dallas Cowboys. This is fielded at the goal line. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Tonight, wait, playing. Check, Mike 42. Touchdown, defense.
They'll run for the first time with Austin Eckler. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play at second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Mike 42, Mike 42. I got you, punk.
A shotgun snap for Goff. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down L.A. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Running on first down, Eckler. And some room to maneuver. 25 yards the pickup there and also a first down. Thought they were going to have him down a lot earlier, but he was able to shed that tackle.
Shows the value of the weight room, doesn't it? Shows the value of the attitude when you run the football. Don't go down easily. Break a few tackles. Gain some additional yardage.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Check 50. Rick Flair. Check nickel.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some nifty running right away as he'll get this up past the 30. It's a gain of 11 and a first down L.A. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Let's go. Let's bring it. Let's bring it. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59.
Now a first down throw. Gone. There goes a deep ball. End zone. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts.
Here we go. 18 data. Pass. Watch the pass. Check 31. Check. It's free.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. 2nd down, Murray sets to throw. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
At the Rams' 49-yard line.
On second and 11 now. Murray, he's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
The Rams go nickel here defensively on third.
Check, check. Lucky. He's checking.
From the gun on third down, Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They were able to win last week despite him being sacked 4 times. They might need to tighten the reins a little bit, or this one may not end in another victory.
You're right about that. They can't count on just winning the game no matter what happens. They can't let the accumulation of hits and harassment in the pocket get to their quarterback. Got to stop that. Give him clean lanes to throw the football in order to have a better chance to win again this week.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On second and 9, Goff. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It'll be a first down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Switch. Hey, kill.
They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
Second and 10 at the 34-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10.
He's not going to get me. 42 to Mike, 42.
Goff now to throw. Try to force it to Allen, and it's intercepted. Picked off Byron Jones. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Right there, 56. Man, I got you. Man, I got you. Watch out, watch out, watch out, watch out.
Again, Gordon on second and goal. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It'll be a gain of 4, but it'll bring us now to a 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
Fielded about a yard deep.
We spent so much time talking about the physical side of the game. How about the mental side? They just gave up a field goal, but they didn't get down at all. Big-time return. They're set up to try and at least tie the game up.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today. Hatchet, hatchet.
On the ground, it's Eckler. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards, but also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Go tonight. Line 20. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
They'll try the right side with Eckler. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It'll be a 1st down for the Rams there on a pickup of 18.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Tonight. 180. Hey, watch his flat. Watch his flat. Watch his flat.
They'll run on 1st down. It's Morton, and he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On 2nd down, Eckler. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go. Hey, Lim. 59. Lim. Stop your whining.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Goff. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That's a gain of 13, 1st down Rams.
I got kicked out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
This will be the first red zone opportunity now for the Rams. It's 1st and 10 from the 12. Henderson now on 1st and 10. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. Bear in mind, that wasn't a big lineman back there for the tackle for loss. That was a cornerback.
So are you saying the myth has been shattered? That all of them are not just cover corners? Some of them actually will stick their nose in and tackle when necessary? That's what we just saw, isn't it?
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. On a jet sweep, they get this to Cooks. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there.
No lack of guts at all on that one. Normally in this situation in the red zone, that type of play isn't run, but I think they're trying to catch the defense off guard and also break tendency. No one really runs that type of a play. Guess what? We are. Let's see how you handle it.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Here we go. Motion. Mike 42.
Out of the gun. Goff. And it'll be intercepted. Xavier Woods with a pick. And not much on the return there. He'll take it only up to the 9-yard line. The intended receiver there, Allen.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week.
Excellent focus.
56. Check 56. Here we go. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Are you getting a headache?
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. And that is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Let's go, defense. Hey, man up, D. Man up, D. 56 to Mike, boys. 56. Check 56. Let's go. Let's get this ball back for the offense. Let's go. Up. 56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Quit talking about it and bring it. Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
Throwing is Murray on third down. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. 23 yards, the final tally. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All day, dog. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Tight dog. Check.
Running right. It's a handoff to Gordon. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Yeah, once more, strong running, excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Here's Jones. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. From just shy of midfield, Murray dancing to his left. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And he stopped immediately there. Tackled that time by Jerome Baker out of Ohio State. Play fake. Murray. It's caught. Beckham. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. The previous play, they barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now they pick up over 30 yards. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's 1st and goal from just inside the 10. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Murray nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Murray now, 3rd and goal. Steps away to his left. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. Well, so a drive that spans all that time, and yet you may only come away with 3 points here.
Well, your defense, all right, they actually like these long drives. They get to rest over on the sidelines for a while. But when you're not finishing with points in terms of touchdowns, That's frustrating. They've got to figure out how to close out these long drives and get sixes instead of threes.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing? Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Now gone. Josh Doxson's got it complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their second, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
3 down, 3 down. 42 the mic, boys, 42. 42 the mic. Hey, let's go. Mike 42, Mike 42. Go. Go. Mike 42, Mike 42. What's up?
From the gun, here's Gone. Going to throw right side here, complete. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
That's it, baby. We got one.
First down, Los Angeles.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash, this from 53. And Catanzero's kick is right through, and that will do it for this first half. So if you like field goals, this is your game. 6-3, 3 field goals at the break. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Following the penalty, here's Gordon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold.
Mike 56, Mike 56. Defense wins championships, baby. 56 is Mike. 56 is the Mike. All day, baby, all day. Mike's 56. Mike's 56. Watch the screen, watch the screen. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
On 2nd down, here's Murray. Able to get this to Gordon. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Come on, D.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Xavier Howard up to make the tackle.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
So we got man.
On 2nd and 9, Murray flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Mike 56, Mike 56.
On 3rd down, this is Melvin Gordon. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. It's a 6-yard pickup. It's still a few chain links short, it appears, with 4th down coming up. So the snap will come from the 3, but remember, they don't need the touchdown. They can get the 1st down if they get a yard, and the ball gets to the 2. They'll run for it. It's Gordon, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Melvin Gordon with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Well, they had their chances in the first half, you remember, but had to settle for 2 field goals. This time they come away with 6.
I think they actually got affirmation about what they were doing by getting a touchdown, because the field goals means they got in range but couldn't quite finish it off. This time they broke through, and that's great for the old confidence.
And on the sideline, difference of a feeling between 3 and 6, is it astronomical or no?
It can be at times, that's for sure. A lot of times the field goal feels like a disappointment. The touchdown, well, that tells you you're getting it done.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Here is Eckler, and not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Everyone's got 4 down.
Hey, team 6, team 6.
Tiger.
Check Mike,
Here's Gone. Open man, it's Allen. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
On first down, Morton. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And the Cowboys here on third down, bringing in an extra defensive back.
Go, ground. Hey, foxtrot.
42, Mike 42, check, Mike.
Goff. He'll get this to Eckler. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
Second and 10.
You got tight right there.
Again, it's Henderson. And an alley to run. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4.
Mike 42, Mike 42.
Here's Goff. He's letting it fly for Cook. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. Chandler Catanzaro now. He hit from 59 a season ago. This will be from 56 yards out. And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down, it's Murray. He'll find Metcalf. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately, They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Second and 4 at the 45-yard line.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. This is Gordon as they go to him again. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. Back now in Arlington. It's the Cowboys with the football. They'll be looking to tack on to their lead as we get set for the fourth. The Cowboys on third down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Murray going to try to throw on third down. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. I think you'd have to say defensively, these guys are doing their job pretty well, right?
Yeah, we talked about them holding them under 20 points, right, on defense. And they've done that. They've held them. The problem is their own offense hasn't answered their challenge, which was to score more.
Yeah, exactly. I remember you saying magic number was right around 20, and the offense has been the issue. You're right. Back to the ground now with Gordon. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bringing up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now, to stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go.
56. Mike, 56. Right there. 56. Hey, I'm coming. Mike, 56. Mike, 56.
To throw is Murray. Being chased out left. And it's caught. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. When you throw it this close to the goal line, usually you're thinking touchdown. Here they actually complete it but lose yardage.
When you're this close to the goal line, you have to anticipate that maybe you're going to see a defense that you can make a case that there's 11 in the box. There's just no room. So I'm with you. You've got to find a way to push things downfield a little bit. Any type of space is better than what we just saw there. And that end result, not one that's satisfactory to them.
He's coming. We got double up. Joker. Check 24. Big Ed.
The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is a time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
So on 3rd and goal, Gordon. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others? This feels like one of those, doesn't it? To me, 3 points here, a major letdown. This is the time to go and put 6 on the board.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they load him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Allen, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike 20.
Hey, watch your leg. So Mike 42, Mike 42. You're not ready. You're not ready.
Goff now looking to throw. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown, and frankly, that should have been another pick right there. Back to throw. Gone. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20.
Mike 42.
A shotgun snap for Goff. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. How about 25 yards on 3rd down? They'll take it. Goff now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Rams 1st down on a pickup of 10.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Shell. It's on field.
Hey, orbit.
Mike 42, Mike 42. So don't say nothing.
From the 50, it's gone. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the contact came before the ball got there, and the flag is thrown.
Timing is everything, isn't it? And it's so hard to cover these great receivers. They have such great body control, and they can fake you out. In this case, as you described, got there before the ball got to the receiver. Penalty flag had to come out.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Shift this side. We got 3. We got 3.
Five.
42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic.
That's what I do.
From the 24, Goff. It's hauled in by Doxson. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And now defensively they're going to burn their first time out. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The Rams on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Austin Eckler hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you've got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The face mask moves them all the way out past the 40 now for first down. Now Gordon. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the 4th. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey.
Now a 20th carry, number 20 here for Melvin Gordon. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They keep it on the ground. Again, Gordon. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
So following the run by Gordon, here's 1st and 10.
Here we go, D. Here I come. Here I come. Hey, check 24. Watch 24. Check. Zip it.
They'll try the right side this time. Here with Gordon. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. It doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Here we go. Slam.
On the counter, here's Gordon. And, he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down.
Here we go.
Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. Gordon. He will push his way down to about the 14. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They don't want. Keep playing hard, fellas. All day. Woo! Let's get it.
So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And it wasn't really always pretty. They had their bumps and bruises. Really, both sides did. But they did what they needed to do at home to get the win.
Yeah, they really had to grind this one out, didn't they? Because nothing came easy. Every snap was a major league brawl. They had to win at the line of scrimmage, win downfield. They got all those things accomplished. But to win a close one like this, you know, every team wants to be physical. We've heard that a million times, right? But those who are mentally tough, those are the teams that you have to deal with in the playoffs. This was that type of a game.
So for Dallas, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And now they'll have the short week ahead as they'll host their annual Thanksgiving Day game on Thursday. Meanwhile, for L.A., they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take